Good day, traders. Welcome again to the Forex Boat Trading Academy. Today we will be presenting Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to follow all the videos we post on a daily basis, analysis on major currency pairs, cryptocurrencies, commodities, and indexes. And before we get started, I would like to remind you that all the information in this video is for educational purpose only. It should not be considered as a financial advice. Okay, let's jump into the price action of the Australian versus Canadian. First is the simple downtrend trend line was applied to these 2 points. And what we can see, there was a breakout, 4-hour break and close above. It wasn't that clear, but if I zoom it in, we can see that there was in fact this breakout close above. So suggesting that the price will start moving up. What we also see is that price broke about the previously made high here at this point, and this is a higher high and higher low pattern. So this is suggesting that the price will be increasing as long as the support holds. In regards to the support, we have the uptrend trend line here, which has been rejected along with the 50 exponential moving average. This makes the key support at this level. And if it gets broken with a 4-hour break and close below, this will be invalidated. But as long as it holds, we should be heading towards the resistance. The resistance is confirmed by 2 fips. First was applied to the previous corrective move to the upside. And we have 23.6 fips at 0.9536. The second fips was applied to the current corrective move to the downside, and it shows 261.8 fips. This means that this low is important because we have used the fips to apply to this corrective move. And obviously, if there will be 4-hour break and close below, it will get invalidated. And as long as it stays above, it remains valid, obviously. So here is this setup where 150 pips upside move is expected. I think the Canadian dollar weakness is expected also to continue along with the US oil weakness, which has been going down substantially. So the financial crisis perhaps is continuing, and we might be seeing a lot of volatility. So Australian Canadian, while Australian is related to gold, it's a third mining country for the gold, and the gold does look bullish long term. I think today it has reach the bottom, but we will look into it in a second. So Australian dollar corresponding to the gold should be moving up, and Canadian dollar corresponding to the oil should be moving down. So this is why this potential move can be expected from this currency pair. And also look guys at the Fibonacci cycles, which I have applied to this previous correction. We have a new cycle starting with this 4-hour candle. So this in fact could be the very beginning of this uptrend. Now let's jump to other forecasts we made previously. We have reached the resistance on the Euro Canadian dollar, but guys, if there will be a breakout, we will be moving higher. This is something that can be expected. So this move can be expected. This resistance has been tested, but I would expect continuation. And let's see how many pips here. Here we have 244 pips. So this could be a massive move also. And I would be looking at multiple Canadian dollars to see where buyers could be exiting, or Canadian dollar sellers will be exiting. So here we have this potential still valid. And let's go through the Canadian pairs first. The Canadian Swiss franc, we can see there was a daily break and close below the previous support. And here we still have the downside potential of 160 pips on the Canadian Swiss franc. Canadian Japanese yen has tested the support. And now if there will be the breakout, there will be a stronger rally to the downside. So there is more downside pressure if this will be support will be broken. But I'm closing this chart since we have reached the downside target. What happened guys in gold here? Huge spike. This definitely was a big one on the daily time frame, but this support is holding. There was a spike and now another spike. And if daily close will remain above this level at 1869, this is an uptrend. So still valid. Now silver. I have spoken about this support previously, and we exactly tested it today. So this support has been rejected, which means that silver is about to initiate an uptrend. So what we have is this target at $26.4. So this is the way it will most likely go. So this will be a fast move upwards for the gold, quite a big one. Next is the euro versus pound. Also guys, look, again, support rejected, and this psychological level at 0.9 has been holding, which means that we are still moving up. As long as daily close stays above this level, it will move up, but only breakout below will invalidate the forecast to the upside. Next is the euro Swiss franc. The Swiss franc strength is likely to continue, so I would expect the price to move down, although a correction could take place towards the moving averages before the downtrend continues. So still valid analysis on the euro Swiss franc. Next is the pound Swiss franc, also valid. Price is near the resistance, and I think it should be starting to move down very soon. Today there was a clean rejection of the downtrend trend line, which could have been the final high before this massive move to the downside. So yeah, definitely valid, looking for the fast move to the downside, along with the multiple Swiss franc currency pairs. Euro Swiss franc maybe not that fast, but Canadian Swiss franc should accelerate, and the gold should be starting to move up. Now we are left with the S&P 500, and here price continues to decline towards the first support. I think it will get broken, and yeah, there should be a massive move to the downside afterwards. I think finally Australian versus dollar. This guys is a long-term outlook, because look how much we have here potential, basically 1,400 pips. And if I zoom it back in, we are rejecting this support for the third time here. It will be very important that the price, daily closing price, will remain above this support, especially important to stay above 0.7 psychological level, and as long as it is above, it will be the uptrend. So I think this has been the bottom, and from now we should start moving to the upside. I think I updated all the charts, all the analysis we had. If you enjoyed the video and still haven't subscribed, do it right away to follow all the videos we post every single day, and also click that like button if you enjoyed the video, if you agree with the analysis, and let me know overall what you think about the Australian versus Canadian dollar. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow with the new analysis.